Happy Halloween! Welcome to today's video of Cooking with Claire. Today we're going to be making dairy-free sugar cookies. What you need is 2 3/4 cup of flour, 1 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, 3/4 cups of oil, where we're using canola oil, but you can use like vegetable oil and stuff, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So the first thing is to whisk the flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. We already mixed the flour and the sugar, so we're just gonna mix. This is the baking soda and the baking powder. We're gonna dump that in, and then the salt. So we're gonna whisk that in. We don't have a whisk, so we're just using a spoon. We're just gonna mix that to get any clumps out of the flour or the sugar.
Claire, what's your costume?
I am a dragon for Halloween. We're not going trick-or-treating, we're just gonna sit around and watch movies. Not scary movies, but movies. So we have the dry ingredients. Now we're going to mix the 2 eggs, the oil, and the vanilla. And we compost, so that's why we have that bowl. So we compost the eggshells, because we're trying to save the planet here. Don't mind my terrible egg cracking skills. I'm not very good at it. So we're just gonna mix the wet ingredients, the dry ingredients, and mix. So this is where you have to get your hands dirty. You wanna use your hands to mix it in, and it's gonna feel dry because that's what it's supposed to be. And we also have our pan with parchment paper. We had to put some other things on it to make the parchment paper not roll. And also our oven is preheated to 350 degrees.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. So now we're gonna roll our our dough into balls around tablespoon size and just press them onto the pan with parchment paper. So now that we got our cookies, we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. And while we're waiting for our cookies to cook, we're going to be making just normal powdered sugar and milk icing. So we're making dairy-free icing, so we're using oat milk. So we have 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 to 2 tablespoons of any milk, but you're gonna split that in half, and then a couple drops of food coloring. We're doing orange because we're gonna make ours look like pumpkins.
Why?
Because Halloween. So we're gonna add the first half of the oat milk to the powdered sugar, and then just a couple drops of food dye. Let's make them pretty vibrant. That should be good. And then the vanilla. We're gonna use a fork, mix it all in, and then you can add like even more food dye if you want, but we're just using that amount. It doesn't matter how much you want. And then you want it to be like a glaze consistency. So after you're done fully mixing that in, you're gonna add the second half of the milk. We ended up using a full 2 tablespoons, and this is what it's looking like. It looks really good. That's like the perfect consistency that you want. We still have a little bit more that we need to mix in, but this is about the consistency that you want so that you can just put it over your cookies and it'll just drip over and make it look like a pumpkin.
Let's get the entire ensemble here.
Rawr! Did I scare you? This is my pumpkin. I want to show it to you while we were waiting. I carved it last night. It's a moon and a cat. If you want to see more pictures of me, then you can follow me on Instagram at claire.c.bear. It is a private account, and I will allow you to follow me. So
No, you won't.
follow me.
No, we don't let strangers follow.
Okay, if I know you, I'll let you follow me.
There you go.
So these are delicious cookies. I just got braces, so it hurts whenever I eat anything. And these are really soft, so that's great. We're just gonna choose one to show you that we're gonna ice, and we're gonna choose the most perfect one, which is this one. So we're gonna bring that over, put that on our perfect little plate, and we're gonna grab our perfect
Lots of perfect
glaze.
happening.
There is a lot of perfect happening because I'm perfect.
Wow.
Just joking. No one's perfect. Po Buddy's perfect. We're just gonna glaze it on. It's not gonna look that pretty, but
It's gonna look like a pumpkin.
it's gonna look like a pumpkin. We're just gonna glaze them. We might have to make a little bit more glaze because it's a lot of cookies. But we're just gonna cover it all up. Now we're gonna taste it. That's good. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching.